Hello guys, welcome back. Now today we are going to discuss about question number 5, that is A part. So without any delay, let's start. Just a minute. Yeah. So Sara Limited has furnished the following standard cost data per unit. So they have given data only per unit. Okay. So per unit how many kgs are required, that is quantity 15 kgs are required at the rate 15 per kg, and labor 6 hours. They have given all the data about variable and fixed and all. Okay. And what is let's see the actual data. The actual cost data for the month of August 2023 are as follows. Same material labor variable and fixed they have given. And here see actual production 4800 units. So while doing the standard data, see here they have given the standard data, but per unit how many units we have to know. No, so we have to take only the actual data. What are the actual quantity of units produced? With that data only we have to reproduce the standard one, right? So what is the actual units produced? 4800 units produced. So how much quantity is required for those 4800 units? You have to calculate it. Okay. If the actual units produced is 4800, so per unit if we want 15 kgs means how many units for how many kgs for 4800 into 15 you do it. If you will get 72,000. Okay. So that in that way you have to go, you have to do it. Okay. So let's see what they have asked and let's proceed with the answer. Okay. So they want to calculate material cost variance, labor cost variance, fixed overhead cost variance, and variable overhead cost variance. They have given all the information about material, labor, fixed and variable. Okay. So first thing what they have asked about material variance, right? So let's see. Okay. So they have given something like small working notes. Let's see this later, but I think this is not required. As per me, it's my point of view, I think I don't require all this. Let's see if we require all those, we'll come back to this. But just let me first explain this material cost variance. Okay. So they're asking about material cost variance. What is the formula? Tell me. Standard quantity into standard price minus actual quantity into actual price. That is, you can take you can directly take the actual cost. Okay. So we know that let's come back here. Okay. So here we have the information about material. I mean actual material. You know what is the actual cost for this? What is this? 9,85,000. But we don't have the data for standard one. We have to generate, like for actual 4,800 units are there. See here, 4,000 units actually produced and 15 kg is required per unit and 15 rupees they have given. See here, 15 per kg. If uh, if 4,800 units are produced and one unit require 15 kg, and for 1 kg 15 rupees is required, then what is the total cost? 4,800 into 15 rupees into 15 kgs, right? So it will come to 10,80,000, and we have the actual data direct cost, which is 9,85,000, which is given in the question itself. So this is 9,85,000. If you subtract this, 95,000 favorable. F means favorable. You get the adverse sometimes, like, which is negative figure. Then you put A. Okay. So that is the material cost variance. Over now. Simple. Now, next what they are asking? Labor cost variance. Okay. We have the labor data. Let's see. See here. Directly, if you observe, they have given 1,40,000 directly. Same with this. What is the labor cost variance formula? Here in like instead of quantity we put hours, and for price we put rate, right? Yeah, in the same way here they have given the labor cost, total cost, actual labor cost they have given. We have to find out the standard cost, right? Standard cost. What is the standard cost? Using this material, actual produced units only, we have to find the standard one, right? So here standard hours into standard rate minus actual hours into actual rate. This is the formula, right? This is the formula for labor cost variance, right? So we have this actual hours into actual rate. Directly we have this 1,40,000 given in the question itself. Okay. What is standard hours and what is standard rate, ma'am? Standard rate we know. What is the standard rate? Here they have given for labor hours 6 hours and 5 per hour, right? So here observe this. Per unit 6 hours are required. What are the number of hours required for total 4800? 4800 into 6 will do it. Okay, so here he has done the same. 4800 units are actually produced, so per unit it takes 6 hours and per hour it is 5 rupees. Simple na. 4800 into 6 into 5, it comes to 1,44,000 minus 1,40,000 actual cost they have given. So if we subtract this 1,44,000 minus 1,40,000, here comes to 4,000, which is favorable, right? Done, no? Labor cost variance also done. Where is this? Yeah. So material cost variance over, labor cost variance over. Now fixed overhead cost variance they are asking. Fixed cost over variance, they have given fixed overheads as actual fixed overheads they have given 4,70,000. Simple. Then we have to find out standard fixed overheads, no, with the data of actual ones, because always you have to take the actual ones. What are the actual units produced? With that you generate the data of standard. Okay, so fixed overheads we have, actual fixed overheads we have. What is the standard fixed overheads, ma'am? Here, see, fixed overheads 4,50,000 per month based on the normal volume of 30,000 labor hours. So if we divide 4,50,000 with 30,000, you get 15 rupees. 4,50,000 divided by 30,000 labor hours, you get 15 rupees. 15 rupees per labor hour, right? Okay, per labor hour. How many labor hours are required per unit? Here they have given. Don't think what is you don't damage your brain. Okay, so per unit they have given 6 hours. Okay, per hour how much? Don't say per hour it's 12 rupees, ma'am, it's 5 rupees, ma'am. I'm not asking about variable or labor, I'm asking about fixed overhead. In fixed overhead, what is the labor hour rate? I'm asking. How do you get that? 4,50,000 divided by 30,000, if you do it, you get 15 rupees per hour. Okay, so 15 rupees per hour in fixed overhead. Per hour, if it is 15 rupees, then how many hours are required? He only said no, based on labor hours. So per unit, if it is 6 hours, and per hour it is how much? 15 rupees. And this is per unit. How many units? 4,800. He does the same. Okay, let's see. So what is the formula? Fixed overhead cost variance, budgeted rate into actual quantity minus actual overheads. He has directly taken, because actual overheads he has directly given as 4,70,000, directly given. Fixed overhead 4,70,000 he has given. So 4,70,000 is given in the question. Here he has done directly 990 into 4,800. If he knows that if we don't understand this, that's why he has given this. Okay, so I have done, no, I already told you here. 4,50,000 divided by 30 you'll get 15. I said no, so that 15 only, this 15. Okay, so this 15 rupees into 4,800 units generated, no, 4,800 units only, no, produced. So 4,800 units into 15 rupees. So 6 hours. This 15 rupees is per hour. So per unit we require 6 hours, no, 6 hours time is taken. 6 hours time is taken. Per hour it is 15 rupees. This 6 into 15 we get 90. That only here he has done. He knows that we don't understand this. That's why he has given the explanation by putting or. Okay, so just a minute. So per unit 6 hours will take. Per hour 15 rupees is required. So this is per unit. For 4,800 units we have to do it. So if we do 90 into 4,800, we get 4,32,000. If we subtract 4,32,000 minus 4,70,000, we get the negative figure. So 38,000. We put the adverse or favorable? Adverse, because it is a negative figure. So 38,000 adverse, right? So what is done? Fixed overhead cost variance is also done. Yes, this is done. Now variable overhead cost variance. So variable overhead cost variance, what is that? What is the formula of that? Variable overhead cost variance, standard rate into standard hours minus actual overheads. So directly in the question here also they have given variable overhead. How easy question he has given. Yeah, all the data he's directly given actual information, right? So actual variable overheads he has given directly as 3,60,200. So we have to generate the standard overheads data. So what he said, variable overhead 6 hours at the rate 12 per hour. So he says per unit 6 hours is required and per hour they're charging 12 per hour. So if per unit 6 hours is required, how many hours for 4,800 units? 4,800 into 6 you do, right? So 4,800 units into 6 hours per hour, it is 12 rupees minus 3,60,200. They have directly given in the question, no? So 4,800 into 6 into 12, you get the 3,45,600. And if you subtract this amount with 3,60,200, you get the negative figure of 14,600. Adverse or favorable? Negative figure, no, adverse, negative figure. Okay. So yeah, with this, we have completed variable overhead cost variance also. Simple, right? So they have given all the data and we have also finished variable overhead cost variance. Okay. Now let's go to the second bit. Mm, so the following budgeted information relates to Pinku Limited for the year. They have given some information. They have given, production and sales units they have given, selling price per unit they have given, direct cost per unit they have given, and machine department, assembly department, machine hours per unit they have given, and direct labor hours. So per unit, if it is machine hours per unit, he says 3 hours, 4 hours, and 5 hours they have given, no? Yeah. So there are three products A, B, C, and there are three products. And if it is 3 hours for product A and 4 hours for product B and 5 hours per product C, right? So this you have to convert it into total number of hours required for those products, right? Like for example, here 3 hours per unit for product A, right? How many number of total hours required for product A, he asks, because he directly doesn't ask, but we require that data because while calculating. So what is the total number of hours for product A? 3 hours. You multiply with this 1 lakh. Why? Because per unit, if it is 3, they are producing and selling 1 lakh units, no? So total hours required for product A is 3 into 1 lakh. You get 3 lakhs. So that is the hours, total hours. You do the same with B and C, and also for the assembly department also you do the same with the direct labor hours. Okay, now just a minute. Yeah. So what is the other information they have given? Machine department 73 lakh 60,000 they have given, and assembly department 55 lakh they have given, and overhead expenses are apportioned to the products on the following basis. Okay, so machine department on the basis of machine hours, it seems, and assembly department on the basis of labor hours they have given. Okay, remember this point while calculating, on what basis you have to take they don't give information, they have already given here, no? So you have to consider this. And after a detailed study of the activities of the following cost pools and their respective cost drivers, cost pool means what are the cost, the cost incurred. Okay, the cost pool is cost incurred, and what are the cost drivers? What are the cost driver? So on what basis you take this? For example, here machine services is there. This is the cost pool 64 lakhs 40,000. So what is the basis for this machine services? This is the cost driver. On the basis of machine hours, they have calculated this much amount could be, and the quantity is 9 lakh 20. So cost pool is for this machining services, on the basis of this machine hours, which is cost driver, they have attained the 64 lakh 40,000. That could be the amount that is incurred. Okay, some overhead expenses are given, like assembly and setup, processing and purchasing. For machine services and assembly services, they have given something like machine hours and the labor hours they have given. Then what is the cost drivers for this? Machine setups and customer orders and purchase orders they have given. So for that we need data, no? Because for machine hours and labor hours we have the data here. Machine hours we know, labor hours we know. For each of the product we have this per unit data, so that we can calculate the total number of direct labor hours, or machine hours, how many total machine hours or how many direct labor hours we got to know by this per unit information. But here there is a cost driver. Okay, Then how many, machine setups, okay, machine setups are there. How many machine setups for A, B, C? We don't have the data, no. So here they have given, as per an estimate, the activities will be used by the three products A, B, and C. So how many machine setups for A, B, and C, and customer orders and purchase orders they have given. Using this table and this data, we are going to use this, this cost drivers, and we have to calculate. Okay. Then what is he asking? Prepare a product wise profit statement using ABC method. Okay, I mean activity based costing. Okay, so we just need to look into the answer. You can better get an idea of this. So profit statement using ABC costing. Okay, this is an ABC costing method. So they're asking about profit, no, so we should start with sales. Obviously sales minus cost, which includes direct cost and overhead cost, will directly get the profit. But in overheads cost we have to add assembly, machine department, assembly department, and they have given no something, the setup cost, purchase orders, yeah, machine setups, customer orders, and purchase orders they have given, no. So all this comes under overheads only. And they have given direct, what they have given, direct cost, I think, direct, yeah, direct cost. So these are all comes under cost only. So if we subtract with this sales, we get the profit, right? This is so simple, but just a calculation part you have to concentrate on. So sales quantity they have given 1,80,000 and 60,000 they have given. And selling price per unit selling price they have given as 90, 180, and 140 here. 90, 90, 180, and 140 they have given. And direct cost per unit also they have given 50, 90, and 95, right? So first of all, before going to direct cost only, we have to calculate the sales value, because we have done with quantity and price but no sales value, so here we have to calculate the sales value, which is 1 lakh, 1 lakh into 90, so 90 lakhs, and 80,000 into 180, 1 crore 44 lakhs, and the same. Okay, so for ABC you get the sales value. Now if we, so from here we have to deduct it. Now direct cost, how much they have given direct cost? 50, 50, 90, and 95, no. So if you multiply this per unit with number of units, you get this, because 1 lakh units for product A, no, so 1 lakh into 50 you get the 50,000, and same you do with B and C. Here, no, don't forget to add the totals. Okay, so this is also important, because total profit sometimes they ask, for individually, they ask for individual profits for each product wise. They have directly asked product wise, but sometimes in the main exam, see here, yeah, so product wise profit statements they ask. Sometimes they also ask total profit, and they ask unit profit, per unit, you have to give me the profit. Sometimes they ask you, they may ask anything, so better to write unit wise and total wise, and you have to consider this total. So this is A, B, and C, no, this is total three products profit, so don't forget to add that column also. So direct cost is there. Okay, now overheads. What is overheads? Refer working note 3 he has given. So nothing but I have already told, all this 5 you have to consider this. Where is this? Yeah, these are the overheads, nothing but machine services, assembly services, setup cost, ordering, order processing, and purchasing, these 5 only. Okay, so yeah, only those 5 is considered. See, machine, assembly, setup, order processing, and purchasing they have taken. And total cost, these, not only these 5, total cost means not only these 5, but you have to add upon this direct cost also you need to consider. So direct cost and these 5 overhead expenses, total comes to this total cost. And if you subtract this, deduct this total cost from sales value, you get the profit. Okay, so for product A and C there is a loss. So let's see. Okay, let's see this working notes. First of all, before going to working notes 3, I would like to explain this working note 1 just to make a clarity of it. So production units they have given, no, 1,80,000, 60,000 they have given. Okay, now machine hours, yeah, so machine hours they have given, machine hours per unit. Okay, I already told you here, where is this? Yeah, 3, 4, 5 for machine hours. Okay, and 6, 4, 3 for direct labor hours, no. So 3, 4, 5 machine hours. And if you we want the total machine hours and total direct labors, I have told you, no. So 3 lakh total machine hours for product A, and 3 lakh 20 total machine hours for product B, and 3 lakh machine hours for product C. Total machine hours 9 lakh 20. And this rate per hour is calculated just below the table. I'll tell you just in a few seconds. This is 8 per hour. Okay, so if you multiply this 3 lakh into 8, 24,000, and the same with product B and C. So how this 8 rupees, I'll explain you just below the table, it is there. And now labor hours, how is this? 643, no, 643 per unit they have given. 6 hours per unit, and 4 hours per unit, and 3 hours per unit they have given. And if you multiply this 6 hours with the 1 lakh units, because for how many units are produced for product A? 1 lakh. So 1 lakh into 6 rupees, you get 6 lakhs. And for product B and product C also he has done. And this rate per hour just below the table, it is there. I'll just explain you within few seconds, just wait. 5 rupees they have given. I mean, they don't give, but we have to arrive at that 5 rupees. I'll tell you how that 8 rupees and 5 rupees came. Okay, as for now, you just keep it in mind. So 5 rupees, it is 5 rupees per hour. So if you multiply total assembly cost, you'll get 55 lakh. Okay, so 6 lakh into 5, that 3 lakh 20 into 5, you got to get this, right? So how this 5 rupees and 8 rupees, ma'am? See here. Here they have given machine department 73 lakh 60,000 they have given, and for assembly department they have given 55 lakh. So we have to know how much is the how much is per hour, no? So before knowing how much is per hour, you have to know. So how will you calculate per hour? See, 73 lakh 60,000 is there. How will you calculate per hour? If you divide with the total number of hours, this machine department is, he says, no, machine department is based on machine hours. So if you divide this 73 lakh 60,000 with total machine hours, then only you will get per hour, no? So how many total machine hours? Tell me how many total machine hours. Here it is. Yeah, total machine hours is 9 lakh 20, right? So 73 lakh 60,000 divided by 9 lakh 20 hours, you get 8 rupees. And also with the same with the assembly department also. 55 lakh is there. How will you get per hour rate? So this assembly department is based on labor hours, he says. So how many total labor hours you have to calculate first, and if you divide this 55 lakhs with total labor hours, you get per hour rate, right? So how many total labor hours are there? Total labor hours 11 lakh. How you got this? You know, 643 per unit they have given, and if you multiply with the number of units, you get this, right? So total labor hours is 11 lakh, and if you multiply this 55 lakh divided by total labor hours, that is 11 lakh, you get this 5 rupees. And you do this total assembly cost and all. Okay, so yeah, so working notes 1 is over. Now here see, but they have given machine services as 64 lakh 40,000 for total 9 lakh 20,000 hours. You do the same. Okay, using this table you have to calculate how much. See here, 64,000 for 64 lakh 40,000 and 9 lakh 20,000 hours they have given. So per hour you have to calculate, and the same with assembly services also. 44 lakh they have given, 11,000 hours are there. So per hour you have to calculate. And setup cost also 9 lakh amount they have given, and 9,000 setup. Per setup you have to calculate. Why per setup you have to calculate? Product wise they have given how many setups. So product wise profit, if you want to know, then you have to know about the product wise, machine setup, you have to know product wise. So per setup you have to calculate, and then multiply with this, you get the per setup total per setup. Yeah, machine setups per product you get total amount, right? So see, so machine servicing over. So 64 lakh 40,000 divided by 9 lakh 20,000 hours, you get 7 rupees. And the same with assembly services also, they have given 44 lakhs, and if you divide with this 11 lakh hours, you get the 4 rupees. And setup cost they have given 9 lakh, and 9,000 setups it seems, so 100 rupee per setup. And order processing 7 lakh 20,000 they have given. Customer orders how many? 7,200 orders. See here, these information is all given in the question only, don't confuse yourself. 7 lakh 20 divided by 7,200 orders, so 100 rupees per order, and purchasing 4 lakh they have given, 800 order it seems, so 500 per order. This is an information. Which information? This total information is mandatory, which means important, because while calculating the total overhead, these five only, no overhead means only these five, you have to add it in the overhead cost, no. So for that you require, so calculation of activity wise cost. So see here, machine hours, how many machine hours? Here we got to see this, no. Where is this? Yeah, 100 units, and per unit it is 3 hours, so total hours, the total machine hours is 3 lakh. And the same with the labor hours also, 6 hours per unit, so 1 lakh units are there, so 1 lakh into 6 lakhs, no. So that only he has done. Where is this? Yes, 3 lakhs, so 3 lakh 20 hours and 3 lakh hours. So how many machine hours we got? Sorry, how much is the rate for machine hour? 7 rupees we got, no. Where is this 7 rupees? Here in this table we got this. I told you this is really important, no. So per machine hour how much we got? 7 rupees. So 7 rupees you put it, so machining services cost you get 21 lakh, 22 lakh 40 and 21 lakh. How? So 3 lakh into 7 you get this, okay. So you can get the doubt like, why are you taking 7, ma'am? We have already calculated this 8 rupees and 5 rupees, no. What is this for? This is just sometimes they ask activity based wise, or blanket rate method is there. So they're asking both, so we just have to find out. They have given this amount, but this amount is in the table or outside the table? Here they have given per hour, you have to find out. But while taking and calculating the profit, only this table is considered. But you should not take this amount. The 73 lakh, 60,000 and 55 lakh does not come under the cost. While calculating the overhead cost, you should not consider this. You have to take only this amount. Okay. Why this amount? Because these are the cost pools. Okay. So you separately have to find out the rate for this. That is separate and this is separate. Okay. So that's not required. While this 8 rupees and 5 rupees are not needed for the cost. No, you'll get the total cost, no, like direct cost you add it and you add for the overhead cost, no. Then this 8 rupees and 5 rupees is not required. Okay. So you calculate the per cost driver rate is there, so this is called driver rate. So 7 rupees you got, no. So here you multiply with 7 rupees, you get 21 lakh, 22 lakh 40 and 21 lakh. And the same with labor hours also. So 6 lakh total labor hours are there for product B and product C. You copy the same. And how much per hour rate is there? 4 rupees. We have seen in the driver rate it is 4, right? So that only you copy here. So 6 lakh into 4, 24 lakh. And for product B and product C you do it. And machine setups, I told you, no, how many machine setups are there? 4,500, 3,000 and 1,500 he has given. Where is this? Yeah. So in this table 4,500, 3,000 and 5. In the same way customer orders and purchase also, orders also they have given. So you have to take this and you have to multiply this setups with the per setup rate. Okay. Per setup rate how much it is? 100 rupees, and order processing 100 and purchasing it is 500 rupees. These driver rates you have to take it, right? So how many machine setups? 4,500 per setup, it is 100, so setup cost is 4 lakh 50. You do the same with product B and C, and the customer orders 2,200, 2,400, 2,600. This is taken from the table. Okay. And what is the rate per order? 100 rupees. And if you multiply with that total you given in the table, no, total number of orders, so if you multiply with that you get this total order processing cost. And purchase orders they have given these many purchase orders for product ABC. And what is the per order rate? Driver rate is there, no. This 500 is the driver rate, or this 500 is the driver rate. And total purchasing cost is 1 lakh 50, 1 lakh 75 and 75,000. Only this purchasing cost, COL, this is ordering cost, and this I, that is setup cost, and F, assembly service cost, and machine service cost, C. These five things which are highlighted in the dark letters, those totals are itself the overhead expenses, guys. Just remember that. See here, I have told you, no, under overheads these five are going to come. Did I tell you? So machine services, assembly services, setup cost, order process, purchasing, these five are going to come under overhead expenses. So we are individually finding out how many. See, 64 lakh 40,000 divided by 9 lakh 20,000 hours per hour you get. So you know what is per hour you get, no? So for A how many hours, for B how many hours, for C how many hours, you have the information. And for assembly hours also same, you have the information. What is assembly hours driver rate, I mean, what is the cost driver, they have only given direct labor hours. Don't we have the data of direct labor hours individually for product A, B and C? We have, but we don't have how many setups, how many orders, how many purchase orders. We don't have the data. So they have separately given this data, okay, to make us know. So if you do divide this amount with the quantity, you get per thing, you get like per setup, per order, per purchase, you get a per thing, okay, a rate per thing you get. So with that you have to multiply with the what are the per set, I mean total number of setups for product A, B, C. You have the information for how many for A, how many for B, how many for C. You have the data. You're gonna multiply with that and you get the total overhead expenses. Now you are going to just substitute, okay. So working notes 3 also over. After this there's nothing, okay. Working notes done, no working notes. Now just see this. So up to direct cost you have the idea, and from overheads only, no, we have to do it. So overheads refer working note number 3 they have given. We have seen working note number 3. What they have seen, what we have seen, 5 things they have considered: machining services, assembly services and setup costs. So we are just going to put that highlighted ones, like these are all highlighted ones we saw. Remember guys, I'll just make you see this, remember this numericals: 21 lakh 24, 4 lakh 50, 2 lakh 20 and 1 lakh 50. These are the highlighted things we saw. See, 21 lakh, 24 lakh, 4 lakh 50, 2 lakh 20 and 1 lakh 50. So they are just going to put these highlighted ones in this table, right? So all this for product A, B, C, you do it, and don't forget to add these totals. So after we get this all 5 overhead expenses, these 5 are called overhead expenses. For this question guys, don't just remember these all 5 things and don't just put in your mind like these are the overhead costs and all. They have given in this question, they have given this 5 as overhead expenses, so I am saying it. So these 5 and along with direct cost is total cost, okay. E plus F they are saying. So E plus F, direct cost plus this all 5 cost, overhead costs, so which comes to this total. And I already told you before, you are going to subtract this total cost, deduct the total cost with sales value, you get this profit. For A and C we get the loss, and for product B you are going to get the profit. So total profit for A, B, C, the company gets the total profit of 10 lakh 40, and they have asked no product wise profits. So we have provided them with the product wise statement using ABC only. Done, no? So next one is a theory question guys. So mostly theory questions are just to prioritize yourself with the practical questions, okay, because practical questions are really important and it's very easy if you concentrate well. So prepare for your exams well, and let me know in the comment section if you want to change anything in me, and also you can ask doubts. So thank you guys, and please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you.